Reporting from the SMC News Desk, I am Sarah Repp. Southeast of Salina, a fire on Thursday night destroyed 400 round hay bales. Residents in Kip say they noticed the glow in the sky just south of town before midnight, and Rural Fire District Number 1 responded to the blaze to monitor it through the night. The total loss is listed at $20,000, and the cause of the fire is still unknown. Salina police are investigating a hit-and-run accident. Thursday evening, just before 6 p.m. in the 400 block of Charles, a gray four-door sedan struck a Toyota Yaris, and the Toyota had damage to the driver's side mirror. Wheel well and the front bumper had been detached. After keys were left inside a vehicle, it was stolen on early Thursday morning. The 1990 GMC 1500 pickup was stolen from in front of a home in the 100 block of North College. It is maroon with a silver bed rails and running boards. It's valued at $3,500. The Rolling Hills Zoo has announced a full week of spring break fun. Starting the March 13th through the 21st, there will be keeper encounters, gift shop specials, and a new featured animal each day. Remember that Spring Forward is going to be this weekend. Daylight savings time officially starts Sunday at 2 a.m. local time, so make sure you set your clocks forward 60 minutes before heading to bed on Saturday night. This is also a good time to put fresh batteries in warning devices such as smoke detectors and hazard warning radios. An increase in rainfall over the weekend is expected to cause flooding in Marion County, McPherson County, Saline County, Ellsworth County, and Lincoln County. Between 1 and 4 inches is going to be expected based on your location. Federal Immigration Agency says it plans to restore 500 jobs in the Kansas City region that were cut last year. The U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services laid off 800 workers last year because of budget concerns caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The agency has a National Benefits Center in Lee's Summit, Missouri, and the Overland Park. Employees process immigration-related paperwork, including international adoptions. The agency is funded by fees on immigration applications. It's blamed last year's layoff a decline in immigration's activity during the pandemic. Some of the jobs had been restored in December as well. Officials say a Kansas hospital had to throw away 570 doses of the coronavirus vaccine because of a refrigeration mistake. Lawrence Memorial Hospital said in a news release that city officials transferred doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to the hospital on Wednesday. The hospital then put them in a freezer, not realizing that they were thawed. Confusion arose because most doses are shipped frozen, and the health department had received this batch in a refrigerated state. The hospital reached out to Johnson & Johnson for guidance and was instructed that the doses would have to be discarded of. Wichita police say a man suspected of shooting 2 others, one fatally, before turning the gun on himself has been released from a hospital and has been booked into jail. Police say the 26-year-old Deadrian Johnson was booked into the Sedgwick County Jail on Wednesday night on suspicion of first-degree murder and criminal possession of a firearm by a felon. Detectives say they suspect Johnson was under the influence of drugs Saturday night when the 20-year-old Christopher Terrell and 16-year-old boy were shot. Officers sent to investigate the shooting also found Johnson with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. All 3 were taken to hospitals where Terrell later died. Prosecutors say a former Missouri jail guard has been convicted of convincing her terminally ill father to fatally shoot her estranged husband, with whom she was embroiled in a custody dispute, before killing himself, so it would appear to be a murder-suicide. The Missouri Attorney General's office made the announcement on Thursday, 5 days after the jurors found Elizabeth Kilgore guilty of first-degree murder, introducing a dangerous instrument into a county jail, and acceding to corruption and possession of methamphetamine. Sentencing is set for April. Emmett Jones will serve as the interim football coach at the University of Kansas as the beleaguered school searches for a new athletic director and head football coach following a scandal-plagued week. Jones is entering his third season with the Jayhawks, serving first as wide receivers coach and more recently as the passing game coordinator. He has also coached at Texas Tech and in several high schools in Texas. A fire fueled by dry grasses and strong winds burned some 7,000 acres of grassland and 2 homes in east central Kansas on Wednesday. Several fire departments were called to the area in Marion and Chase counties for what was dubbed the Clover Fire. Marion County Emergency Management Director Randy Frank told the station KWCH that 2 homes were destroyed by the fire, but crews were able to save several other homes. The 2 homes destroyed were described as abandoned and no injuries from the fire were reported. The fire was first reported on Wednesday afternoon near Burns in southeast Marion County and was pushed east into Chase County by the high winds. Officials had the fire under control by Wednesday night. The carcass of an American alligator has been found in a south-central Kansas river, and wildlife officials say the animal was likely being kept as a pet before being released into the wild, where it got too big. Kansas City television station WDAF reports to the Kansas Department of Transportation worker recently discovered the carcass in a river in Summer County as he was working along the river bank. A zoologist determined that the reptile, which is native to the southeastern U.S., was about 3 years old. Alligators can't survive the harsh winters of the Midwest and Plains states out in the wild. Now for a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight there will be rain mainly after midnight, a low around 42 degrees, and chance of precipitation is 80%. Saturday, rain, high near 55, chance of precipitation is 100%. Saturday night, rain and possibly a thunderstorm, and some storms could produce heavy rain. The low is around 48 degrees. Sunday, rain and possibly a thunderstorm. Some of the storms could produce heavy rain as well. There's a high near 61 degrees, and the chance of precipitation is 90%. Sunday night, a 40% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. Monday, a 30% chance of rain, partly sunny with a high near 56. And Monday night, partly cloudy with a low around 35 degrees. I'm Sarah Repp reporting from the SMC News Desk, wishing you a good evening.